So I'm sitting here outside the doctor's office, and they denied to see my son. I made an appointment. He's just got swimmer's ear, apparently, from a day at the lake yesterday, or the day before, and so I called in earlier today, and I said, hey, I go here, but I haven't had to bring my son here yet. You know, can you see him, whatever, and they're like, oh yeah, okay. And I'm like, do you need the insurance information over the phone? And you're like, no. They said, no, just have him bring it in whenever he gets here. And I'm like, okay. So we got here, and I'm like, I'm parked waiting outside because my plan was he's gonna go handle his business and I'm gonna start watching some of my online course. And literally, he comes back out 20 minutes later. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, they won't see me because they don't accept new patients. And I said, well, what the hell? So I was like, I was almost driving away, and like literally I almost got hit. And then I decided, no, screw this. I called. I'm like, look, I talked to somebody for almost 15 minutes. I took time out of our lives to even drive up here. I got no gas. Like, you made me an appointment. You're not going to deny my kid of medical attention. Like, that is not cool. And I said, if this is a paperwork issue, figure it out tomorrow. All right? Like, not a big deal. I'm like, I can come in there. I can bring you my ID card or whatever. You can, you know, put them under me, whatever. They're like, well, I'm sorry, the computer isn't accepting new patients. And I'm like, I don't think you understood me. So I drove back, came back, I went inside. I'm like, okay, this isn't about a computer or paperwork. I'm like, you can figure out the paperwork tomorrow. Okay, you made me an appointment for my son. He needs to see a doctor, so we're here to see the doctor. And she's like, oh, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, figure it out. I'm like, you can even have his insurance card overnight if you want to handle this tomorrow. I know you guys are open late, maybe can't get through, whatever. I said, you're going to get paid. You have your insurance. I mean, obviously you can see that we have the insurance. And I was like, and she goes, she walks away and then talks to the doctor, and she's like, okay, the doctor will see him. I'm like, that's what I thought. Okay, thanks. And like my kid, I come back out to the car to get him, and he's like, what? He's like, they're gonna see me now? What did you do? I'm like, I don't know, Ethan. I just speak the truth is what I do. Like, you can't just deny people medical care for, like, I feel like, what if somebody walked in with like a knife in their heart? Would they make them literally sit down and like fill paperwork out before they're seen? Or like, would they start treating the patient and then just figuring that out later? So I don't know what's going on. This could be a coronavirus type thing, or it could just be crazy reliance on computers here in the medical field in America. But I go to this doctor's office. They're pretty nice. I don't, you know, just whatever. It's okay now since I went in there, but, you know, if I would have been one of those people that would have just sulked and drove away. So here's what I would end up doing. If I would have went in there and they wouldn't have ended up seeing him, I would have driven my kid to the emergency walk-in, and then the insurance company probably would have got a ton more money for us going in there. And I don't know if that's how they try to play this. Like, do they want people more in the emergency rooms than they do just regular offices? You know, I don't know how all this works with the getting paid part, you know, with the insurance stuff or whatever, but I know that if certain people go certain places for certain reasons, I do believe that they generate more of a bill So, I mean, I would have just ended up taking him to the emergency walk-in, but it's not really an emergency, but you know, it becomes one when it's almost 7 p.m. and the doctor turns you away. And I think it's nice that they're offering evening appointments. So his appointment was at 6 o'clock. We've been fooling around for a little bit, but you know, I think it's a good lesson. Stand up for yourself, stand up for what's right, speak your truth. Good lessons, because now my kid's in there getting seen by the doctor. I don't think I'm going to participate in my studying of my course right now because I'm a little amped up. But that's fine. That's fine. Everything's happening how it's supposed to, and synchrodestiny in full effect.